the strongman leader of the Chechen Republic has long been a prolific social media user, filling his accounts with photos of him cuddling his cat, lifting weights, or soliciting poems about President Vladimir V. Putin of Russia. So when Ramzan Kadyrov's Facebook and Instagram accounts, which had 4 million followers between them, were unexpectedly taken down on December 23, people took notice. A Facebook spokeswoman said that Mr. Kadyrov's accounts were deactivated because he had just been added to a United States sanctions list and that the company was legally obligated to act. Mr. Kadyrov has reportedly been involved in acts of torture, kidnapping and murder, among other human rights abuses. Many other people on sanctions lists, however, remain active on Facebook and Instagram, including President Nicolas Maduro of Venezuela and many in his government. But the move against the Chechen leader, despite his violent background, is only the latest in a seemingly arbitrary and often opaque decision-making process that has drawn criticism of the social media giant. Facebook has been pilloried for allowing the spread of fake news on its platform and its limited response. In this case, it says it's legally obligated to act because of financial sanctions, a standard that has not been evenly applied and which experts say may not be defensible. This sanctions law, which was written for one purpose, said Jennifer Stasigranik, a staff attorney with the American Civil Liberties Union's Speech, Privacy and Technology Project, is being used to suppress speech with little consideration of the free expression values and the special risks of blocking speech, as opposed to blocking commerce or funds as the sanctions was designed to do. That's really problematic. Facebook, which also owns Instagram, does not have a comprehensive set of rules for dealing with the removal of accounts or posts, relying instead on an often confusing set of community standards as well as on an algorithm and users' reports of impropriety on the platform. Being on a sanctions list does not currently appear as a violation of posted community standards. Now, Mr. Kadyrov and the Russian government want answers from Facebook about its reasoning. In a tweet on Wednesday, Mr. Kadyrov said Facebook had told him that the accounts were deactivated because he had just been put on the sanctions list. I am not perturbed by this petty U.S. rat race, but here is my question for Facebook and the Ministry of Finance, Mr. Kadyrov wrote, referring to the United States Treasury Department, the agency behind the sanctions. Where is your praised democracy and the right of citizens to receive information? Or do 4 million followers mean nothing? Both Mr. Kadyrov's Russian language and English language Instagram accounts and his Facebook page were removed just days after he was added to the Treasury's Office of Foreign Assets Control sanctions list. Chechnya, a majority Muslim area, is technically under Moscow's control, but Mr. Kadyrov has been given a generally free hand to run it in exchange for his loyalty to the central government. He is often described as a strongman, and he has been criticized by the international community for a slew of abuses.